Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a boy named Rohan. He was known all around the village, not for his intelligence, strength, or kindness, but for his extreme laziness. He would sleep all day and avoid any kind of work, even if it meant skipping meals. His parents, poor farmers, were deeply worried about him. Rohan, his father would often say, "You must do something with your life. The world does not feed lazy people." But Rohan would just nod sleepily and roll over in bed. Days passed, then weeks, and then months. While other boys of his age helped their families in the fields or studied hard in school, Rohan wasted his time doing nothing. The villagers began to call him Lazy Rohan. It became a nickname that stuck. One sunny morning, an old wise man visited the village. He had a long white beard and wore a robe of deep blue. The villagers gathered around him to listen to his stories and seek advice. When he heard about Rohan, he asked to meet him. Rohan was, as usual, lying under a mango tree when the wise man approached. "Are you the boy they call Lazy Rohan?" he asked. Rohan yawned and replied, "Yes, that's me, and I'm proud of it." The old man chuckled. "I have a challenge for you. Deep in the forest lies a hidden treasure, but only the one who works hard can find it. Are you brave enough to try?" The word treasure caught Rohan's attention. He sat up for the first time in hours. "Treasure? What kind of treasure?" "A box filled with gold, more than you can imagine. But it lies far away, and the journey is not easy. It will require strength, patience, and effort." Greed sparkled in Rohan's eyes. "I will go. Tell me where to start." The wise man gave him a map and said, "Begin tomorrow at sunrise. Follow the path through the forest, cross the river, and climb the hill. The treasure lies beneath the big banyan tree at the top." Rohan, for the first time in his life, woke up before sunrise. He packed a few things and began his journey. The path was rough. Thorns scratched his feet, the sun scorched his back, and wild animals roared in the distance. Many times he thought of giving up, but the thought of gold kept him going. When he reached the river, he had to swim across. He was terrified, as he had never swum before. But he pushed himself and made it. At the hill, his legs ached with pain, and he had to climb slowly. But after 2 days of hard travel, he finally reached the big banyan tree. Excited, he started digging beneath the tree. He dug and dug, but there was no treasure. Angry and disappointed, he sat down and cried. Just then, the old wise man appeared again. "You lied to me," Rohan shouted. "There is no treasure here." The old man smiled gently. "There is no gold, Rohan. The real treasure is the lesson you have learned. Look at yourself. You crossed a river, climbed a hill, and worked hard for the first time. You now know what you are capable of." Rohan was silent. He looked at his rough hands, scratched arms, and strong legs. He realized the wise man was right. He had done things he never thought he could do, all because of a goal. That experience had changed him. Rohan returned to the village, not as Lazy Rohan, but as a boy with a new purpose. He began helping his parents in the fields. He also joined school again and started studying with interest. The villagers were surprised and pleased to see the change in him. Years passed. Rohan became one of the most respected young men in the village. He opened a small shop, helped poor children with their education, and taught others the value of hard work. One evening, he told a group of children sitting around him, "There are no shortcuts to success. The only real treasure in life is what you learn through effort and experience. The children listened with wide eyes, and from that day, no one in the village called him lazy again.